Where is Lizzie?
Lying down.
Hey, she said she didn't want no tea.
No. She's fretting over B. I know how she feels. It's not the same without her.
All the more reason to keep everyone busy. Mind you, if Mr. Bridges treats us well, we must all play the game. If he bends the rules for us, then we've got to see that he doesn't get into trouble over it.
Well, I reckon he's a poofter.
What? Never mind, dear. Well, he doesn't strike me that way.
Hey, I know what a poofter is, Pix.
Eat your tea, Cass.
Well, whatever he is, he's better looking than the freak.
Well, I reckon they're two of a kind.
But you've still got connections with the fellows, gang.
Well, you never know when you need a friend.
You know, I don't think we'd have any trouble selling dope in here now that B. Smith's gone. Do you think we'd get a slice of the action from Barnett?
They'll deliver if we can come up with the cash. Of course, we'll have to work out something between us.
Of course.
It'd help to have a screw on side, too. Wonder if Bridges is approachable.
Forget him, we've already got Ferguson.
I wouldn't trust her as far as I could spit.
Don't worry, I have, to coin a phrase, got her taped. She'll do as she's told.
Out, Mitchell.
What do I do now?
I said get out. Find the tape, Donovan.
Oh, I've got to think. I've had to move it so often. Oh, no, I put it in that cupboard before the search. Oh!
Now you find it, or you get more of the same.
Don't do it. It's not worth the trouble you'll get into.
Back off, Parker.
You hit me. I'm going to fix you.
I said back off or she gets more of the same.
Don't you hurt her.
It's up to you, Parker. Now let me get to that door. Tell her!
Do it, Cass. Do as she says.
Through with you yet, Donovan? Now, while ever you've got that tape.
She would have killed you, Min. She would have.
Don't you worry, dear. Likes of her's not going to get the better of me.
I just want to run a hot bath, all in bed. I feel as though I've been digging ditches.
Well, do what you like now. You're a free woman.
I'm afraid so.
Oh, you'll love it. Don't let Paul talk you out of it.
How could he?
Oh, well, he's trying to get us to move in together, you know. Maybe you should have a chat to him.
Why?
Well, he keeps dropping hints about us getting married. Strange how kids think, isn't it?
Wally, marriage is hardly strange.
No, I don't mean that. I just mean that Paul seems to feel it's rather important. I'm beginning to think it's probably more important than he's let on. Do you think he probably worries about us sleeping together?
No, I don't. He's terribly fond of you. If Paul talks about marriage, it's because he's the marrying kind himself. He'd love to be married. He'd love to have a family. He'd turn me into a grandmother within the year if the right girl came along.
Long time ago I thought the right girl had come along. Well, 4 or 5 times, as a matter of fact. But I married one of them. Yeah, it was wrong. I'd never even consider marriage again.
Not everyone has a miserable marriage.
Yeah, maybe not, but what could be better than our setup? We've got each other, got our freedom. I think getting us to move in together would be the thin edge of the wedge.
Wally,
Yep.
you're getting dirt on the cushion.
Oh, oops. Sorry. It's an example of what might happen if I did move in, you see. Well, I'll run you a nice hot bath, then it's straight to bed. For both of us.
Look what I've got.
Where'd you get them?
From your pocket, and you didn't feel a thing.
You'll feel a thing if you pinch anything from me and keep it for good.
As if I would. Stealing's a sin.
Sin or no sin. I'm pretty good at it myself. That's why I can see it in you.
Yeah, Min says you picked it up real quick.
Well, it's lovely to be good at things, but Well, what do you do when the things you're good at happen to be illegal?
Oh, I wouldn't let that worry you, love. It's a God-given talent, and you'd be a mug if you didn't use it.
Oh, I'd never take from the needy. Well, Minnie says we ought to concentrate on large department stores. I don't suppose they'd notice a few bits and pieces missing. They've got so much.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, it's Min's.
Did you lift it from her? Aren't you a clever cat?
Nah, of course not. I'm looking after it for her.
Oh, what's on it? Can I have a look at it?
Nah. Sorry, Lizzie. Nah, no one's allowed to touch this except me and Min.
Go on, just for practice.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't.
Just practicing, Lizzie.
If I were you, I'd mug them before I tried ripping them off.
She's right, Cass. We'll have to find something else for you to do.
Yeah, you know, I just can't get the hang of it.
Nothing to it, dear. Oh, Sonia, this is yours.
Oh, Min.
Oh, come on, keep this noise down and hurry up.
Just high spirits, Mrs. Powell. You got that tape safely hidden, Cass.
Oh, yeah, sure thing, Min. Got it right here, don't you worry about nothing.
You can't take it under there.
You told me I wasn't to let it out
Just
of
give
it.
it to me while you're showering.
Maybe I should take up the pickpocketing course after all, if that's what I think it is.
Don't be greedy, dear. You've got your own copy. And Ferguson won't give up till she gets it back.
I wouldn't give her half the chance. And I'd give you even lesser one if you and I became a team.
What can you be thinking of?
Putting Ferguson out of business. Together we'd have the women sewn up, the women that follow you, and while we had the tape, Ferguson wouldn't make a move.
You know, for a smart girl, you're not getting the picture at all. You're the one that's going out of business, Sonia. That's why I became top dog, to see that very thing.
More coffee? Toast. How about a jog around the block? Look, could you stop giving me the silent treatment long enough to tell me why you're giving me the silent treatment?
I'm just not talkative in the mornings.
Rubbish. You're normally chatting your head off.
Well, I'm not this morning.
Yeah, I can see that. Look, if it was last night, then I'm sorry.
It isn't because of last night.
It must have something to do with it. You were so cold. I mean, what went wrong?
I can't imagine.
Look, Anne, if this is some sort of reaction to Paul's leaving, I
It's got
cannot
nothing
see...
to do with Paul.
Well, it must have something to do with it. I don't know you this morning, and last night you were like a stranger. Now, what's going on here?
Do you remember talking about freedom last night?
Yeah?
Well, I'm exercising it now, and I'd prefer you didn't pry.
Uh-oh. I can see I have stepped over the line. I'm very sorry. I won't do it again. I'm due at Driscoll now. This afternoon I'll be helping Paul set up his studio. Just in case you want to reach me.
Yes?